Dew is a raw material used at the work table in order to produce the water. In order to find it early game, you have to find some plants you will be able to gather, like the oregano and the sunberries. Besides rewarding you with their mine resource, you also will obtain several dews this way. For a more efficient way, you have to craft a stone pick hammer. This will allow you to mine down some rocks called the gravel. Doing so, you will be able to obtain several resources, including a good amount of dews. For another good early way, you have to craft also the stone axe. This will allow you to chop down the yellow lavender, bell cactuses and yak thorns. All three will reward you with a good amount of dews. There is also a passive way, but for this one you will need to research and build the dew collector. To do so, you will need to progress in the mine storyline until you will unlock the scrapyard, where you will find several scrap piles you will be able to mine. Those piles will restock each day after you will sleep. This will allow you to occasionally find some data disks, and you will need to find 8 of them. An alternative is to rush up some mine quests until you will unlock the ancient ruins. Inside them you will be able to mine the terrain. Doing this has a chance to loot the data disks as well. Once you have 8 of them, you need to visit the research center you will find in the top right corner of the city, where by speaking with the Chi NPC you'll be able to start researching new technologies. The one you need for the water is called the Dew Collector. To start the research you will need to pay the 8 data disk mentioned previously, and it will take 3 days. But once this time will pass, you will receive a mail with the recipe inside. Now that you have it, you will need to start the building inside the assembly station. To complete it, you will need 3 wooden sticks. Those can be obtained in 2 ways. The first is to put inside the recycler some wood scraps, and you have a high chance to find them. In alternative, you can craft them using the work table, and it will require 3 wood each. The second ingredient are 3 basic leather. Those can be made at your work table by combining 3 raw animal skin and 1 sea salt. The sea salt can only be bought, and there are 2 shops that will sell it to you. The first is immediately in front of your workshop inside the Blue Moon Saloon, where you will need to enter inside the building and interact with the cash desk you will find there. In alternative, you will need to visit the shop called By the Stairs that is the second above the oasis. The cash desk here is outside of the building in front of the Arvios NPC. Each sea salt unit is sold for 8 gold, and you will need 3 of them. For the raw animal skin, you can craft it using the work table that will require from you 4 damaged animals pelt for this. The pelts are obtained by defeating yakmels and roosters around your base. Considering that you will need in total 9 raw animal skins, you will need to collect 36 damaged animal pelt in total. The next ingredient you need are 2 marble bricks. Before you will be able to craft it, you will need to enter inside the Commerce Guild in front of the Blue Moon Saloon. Immediately on the right you will find the cash desk you have to interact with, where you will be able to buy the marble brick recipe. Now that you have it, go back to your workshop, where you will need to use the furnace, where you will be able to convert 4 marble into a marble brick. The marble can be obtained using a bronze pick hammer and mine some monuments and hard rocks. Considering that you will need 2 marble bricks and each will require 4 marble, you will need in total to find 8 of them. For the last ingredient, you will need 2 stone trough. Those can be crafted at your work table using 6 stone each. The stone can be obtained exactly the same way you obtained the marble, but you also can get it from the gravel. Considering that the recipe requires 2 stone trough, you will need in total 12 stone. But once you have all the ingredients, you will finally be able to obtain your first Dew collector. This structure will collect between 2 and 3 Dew each day.